Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of Law Office Environment. I hope you're enjoying the class so far. I certainly am enjoying it. Thank you for those who posted on the student forums and the week 1 discussion board. I've enjoyed our conversations and I love getting to know each of you a bit more, so thank you for that. I also appreciate that you submitted your syllabus quizzes and the first part of your portfolio. If you haven't gotten a chance to do that, please reach out to me and we'll work together to get you caught back up. Okay, so in week 2, we are going to dive into client confidentiality. If you're not familiar with that, the basic idea is that legal professionals are obligated to keep client information confidential, and there are some minor limited exceptions, but the general rule of thumb is that if you receive information from a client, it should be kept confidential. There's a ethics rule, which is a model rule, Rule 1.6, that states this, and it's included in your study materials on Blackboard, so you should review that rule. I think almost every state has adopted that rule in some form with some minor differences, but for our purposes, looking at Rule 1.6 is useful, so I implore you to look at that when you can. And so basically this week, we're going to discuss why it's so important to keep client information confidential. Generally speaking, if you don't, it's possible that you could be subject to an ethical violation through the state bar. It's also possible that the law firm or the attorney could get sued for malpractice. So those are obviously important reasons to keep client information confidential. Also, keeping client information confidential helps to foster trust between the client and the legal professionals. So it's important that the client knows that the information you give them, generally speaking, would just remain between the two of you. And that would help the client to be a bit more forthcoming and obviously develop trust over time, and that would help the legal professionals be able to better represent the client. And then I should note that we're also going to focus on um, client confidentiality in the digital age. If we were having this conversation 20 or 30 years ago, it would be very different. Now we're communicating through emails and text messages, and we do most of our work on tablets or laptops. So we need to be even more diligent to make sure that we do not let client information get into the wrong hands. So we need to understand how to protect our devices. So that's the topic of this week. You do have a discussion board, so please make your initial post by Friday and your response post by Sunday. It's an interesting discussion board. It gives you a few hypothetical situations, and we'll discuss how they should be handled. And then for your assignment this week, it's the second part of that portfolio, and it's on the same topic, client confidentiality. So if you have any questions on that, please let me know. And of course, we have our readings, and it's excerpts from certain chapters. So just take a look at that on Blackboard and let me know if you have any questions as you work through the readings. Finally, I wanted to remind you that I have scheduled a Blackboard Collaborate for Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Very informal meet and greet. If you can't make it, please don't worry. But if you can make it, that's great. It's just another way for us to get to know each other better, and you could bring any questions you have about the course or the legal field in general. So I hope to see you there, but I understand if you cannot make it. So I look forward to this week, and just reach out to me if you have any questions about anything, and I will talk to you on the discussion board. Thanks.